It's not a day to celebrate. It's a sad day for Lafayette Parish.
Guilty. Lafayette City Marshal Brian Pope convicted on 4 out of the 7 felony charges against him.
What this means for Pope and the City Marshal's office right now on KATC.
Live from the KATC TV3 studios, this is Acadiana's News Channel at 10.
Tonight, Lafayette City Marshal Brian Pope is a convicted felon.
After less than 5 hours of deliberation, a jury convicted Pope on 4 out of the 7 charges he faced. He was found guilty on 1 count of perjury and 3 counts of malfeasance in office stemming from a public records dispute with the Independent. 3's on the street tonight. Chris Welty was in court when the verdict came in. And Chris, how did Pope react?
Jim Marcel, Pope looked straight ahead at the jury as the verdict was read. He had no reaction in court or as he left the courthouse.
Hand in hand with his wife, City Marshal Brian Pope, now a convicted felon, had no comment Wednesday night.
Marshal Pope, what was going through your mind throughout this whole process?
We got no comment.
Think he wants to comment.
His attorneys are planning to appeal.
Well, I'm very disappointed. I feel really good about our chances on appeal.
Assistant District Attorney Alan Haney says the DA's office is fulfilling a promise with this case. Haney acknowledges prosecuting a public official is never easy.
We promised that we were going to look at public integrity and that we were going to take on these tough crimes and do this.
The state making this case about Pope honoring his oath of office. Their main witness, Gary McGoffin, attorney for the Independent. McGoffin recorded Pope's 2015 deposition where he was accused of perjury.
The jury was very attentive. I have confidence in our system.
Both sides confident moving forward.
Mrs. Pope, you said you're feeling great always. Why is that? Are you feeling good about the guilty verdict? What were you feeling good about, Mrs. Pope?
Take a look at the national news, please.
The pre-sentencing investigation will take up to 90 days. Once it's completed, Judge David Smith will sentence Pope. 3's on the street live in Lafayette. Chris Welty, KATC TV3.
Tonight we're getting answers. Now that Pope has been convicted, what's next for him and the City Marshal's office? According to state law, convicted felons shall be removed from office. Pope is immediately suspended without pay, and that suspension will remain in effect during the appeals process. Governor Edwards will appoint someone to serve as interim city marshal. If Pope's conviction is overturned, Pope will be entitled to back pay covering the time of his suspension. This isn't the end of the city marshal's legal troubles. Last month, a grand jury indicted him on 7 additional counts of malfeasance in office. Pope is accused of supplementing his income with more than $13,000 in fees, despite an attorney general's opinion saying that money could only be used for office expenses.
Breaking